And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 322. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we have one topic for you guys tonight, and that will be Superman and Spider-Man to headline the next Marvel and DC crossover comic book in 2026. So if you guys have not had a chance to check out the MSK show episode 321, me and Laps Comic Fan did a comic book review on Deadpool Batman issue 1. I did really enjoy it. It was fun. It was pretty much just what I imagined the crossover between them would be. There was, one joke I didn't really care for and like in the Deadpool Batman crossover. I did like the Captain America and Wonder Woman crossover. The Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern one was cool.
It's all the same book, so this is like an anthology?
It's pretty much an anthology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they had Crypto, the super dog, and Jeff the Land Shark. That was really cute, adorable with them just playing volleyball together and them high-fiving at the end. Oh, it's so adorable. I love it. Jeff is my boy. I love Jeff. Jeff is awesome. But it's crazy because I forget who wrote the Jeff the Land Shark and Crypto the super dog book. I think it was Kelly Thompson. Yeah. So she has me blocked on Twitter because she's a stupid bitch. But she's credited, for writing that story. She wrote like 4 lines of dialogue. It's just dude, the only dialogue in that part of the crossover in that book was literally Supergirl saying, "Crypto, it's time to come home. Dinner's ready." That's it. It's like maybe 6 lines of dialogue.
Doesn't Jeff the Shark talk?
No, he's a shark.
Well, he does in the game, so I figured that he.
It's weird, yeah. Too. Because I bought a trade paperback collected edition for Jeff originally because he had like he's a mini-series character. He sells like first 3 issues sell very well, and then the later 2 don't.
Yeah, I've got the first issue of his most recent one because of all of his Marvel Rivals popularity. So +2, I love the design. So I picked up the first.
How many issues are you in? Because that series,
I only picked up number 1. That's it. That's all I was concerned about. Was I grabbed it because I figured it was going to be a decent resell if it was going to be a good seller.
Yeah.
So I wanted a first edition of it because I thought that one might hold on to something, even though comics aren't doing great. But
I was buying until like issue. I think I bought to like issue 3 or 4, something like that. But I think it's a character that I'm just more willing to just read and trade because I don't think the character holds any priority for me to just buy the single issues, where it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to read and review this with you
I
guys.
would rather do that and trade. Like there's a lot of stuff I'm waiting for trade on now that I don't want, because I just can't afford the floppies. Like I haven't been able to buy comics all month. I'm starting to Jones. Like this Wednesday will be the first time I go to my comic shop in over a month. So,
good Lord.
Yeah, after the move, I was a bit tight on cash, but things are starting to turn around now. So, yeah.
That's how it usually works out. Right. Like, because I've, as you know, for me, I've moved like, 3 times. I know every single time. Usually the first few months are kind of hectic. It's kind of crazy, but then things usually kind of mellow out when, you get everything paid for. Everything's already kind of set and done, Also, Lunchbox Foreign has finally did it, guys. He moved to the 2 computer monitor setup. I tell people this: when you go from 1 to having 2, you never go back. Ever. You never go back to just 1. Actually, currently, if you guys don't know, so that older PC we were doing the show on, I have it next to me right here. I'm literally looking at it right now. That's technically like my 3rd screen right there. So I'm literally like Batman in the Batcave, just all these screens going.
I've got 4 right now. I've got my new monitor, the old one. I got my drawing tablet, and I got my iPad. So if I took a picture of it, I'm like 2 monitors away from having a Batcave scenario. So.
Oh God, it's crazy. As you guys know, with King Style, me and him were talking about Dragon Ball in the MSK show episode we had on Wednesday. I'm just letting people know. Eventually, I will do like Dragon Ball content. It's just kind of, I don't know, a way I want to kind of approach it. Like it's that kind of content where anytime I do something that's kind of new for me, I get very nervous when doing it because I don't want to come off like I don't know what I'm talking about. But even though I do, I'm just nervous and I kind of have to like make a picture perfect video in my mind. So whenever that kind of content is coming, but you guys will like it. So I also realized earlier this week, as when I said on the MSK show episode on Wednesday, I accidentally bought Demon Slayer Volume 1 like 3 times. So God, I'm gonna have to end up giving those away, which is crazy because your boy just ends up wasting money. Because someone asked me, would I just buy the entire manga? So that's my thing. Is for me, if you're asking me personally, I would rather just buy all the manga volumes of Demon Slayer, just like those bundle deals you see on eBay from some sellers. You check the books qualities from the pictures, and they'll charge like $130 for them all, which is fine, I guess, because
you can also get them in groups of 10. I see that also, like get 1 through 10, 11 through 20. For it's a little cheaper per, but it's still a
but like what you said on last week's episode that we did on Friday, I'm kind of waiting for the 3-in-1s. Like, if I have to buy the individual volumes, if I like it, I'm cool with that. But I already bought the first 3, and if I like the series after the first 3, then buying that bundle that they usually have is kind of bad because I already have the first 3. So I would end up getting the first 3 books again. So I'm kind of sunken into just buying the whole series book by book, which doesn't make sense financially, but I didn't want to invest so hard in a series that I didn't know if I would like. So I tested out buying the first 3 volumes. And if I like the 3 volumes, it's like, that kind of screws with me because if I do buy that bundle, then I'm essentially getting volumes 4 through 26. And to me personally, that's fine because you get still 20 extra books that you didn't, initially pay for. But the other 3 you have extra is just, well, I would just probably give them away. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I hope Demon Slayer gets 3-in-1s, or like a lot of these other ones should be getting 3-in-1s.
I would be surprised if it doesn't. The Infinity Castle movie just recently made more money than Superman. And it's still doing pretty decently. So it's a huge amount of cash. It's doing great in America. I would be shocked if there wasn't some kind of reprint within the next year, like a 3-to-1 or a special edition, or I would be really shocked. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, those ones definitely, those 2 right there. I think I would be really shocked if they didn't have one by the next year.
Yeah, I like even One Piece. One Piece recently had a brand new 3-in-1 that's pretty much gonna catch you up to where the current arc is at. Also, the next 3-in-1 will have volumes 105 through 107. And when that one comes out, the 3-in-1s have now finally pretty much caught up to where the single mangas are coming out. So I just hope Demon Slayer eventually gets a 3-in-1. Like people, when they get the 3-in-1s, when it happens for their animes or manga, they end up selling the single books. For me personally, I just kind of keep them unless I just want to give them away.
Yeah.
So sometimes, because people got to understand, with 3-in-1's paper quality is in my opinion, worse than the regular single mangas. Like if you actually feel the paper, it feels very, very flimsy compared to these single mangas that come out.
If it gets too thick, it's not easy to read, and the spines start falling apart.
Yeah,
quicker.
That's why people prefer the single mangas.
Yeah, the single mangas last longer. Some of the 3-in-1s aren't great. I really love the Dark Horse Comics special editions that they do, where they got it's like Hellsing, Blade of the Immortal, Berserk, Vinland Saga.
The way that Berserk looks is great. Like the way
imagine I got that Vinland Saga Volume 1. Oh,
I do. I have it over there too. I don't think that's Dark Horse. Beautiful. I think that's Kodansha. Pretty sure it's Kodansha.
I thought Dark Horse was doing that, was working with them and doing it. I might be wrong though. I'm not sure because that's the Berserk ones are published through Dark Horse.
I think so.
It's not a Dark Horse manga.
What's the newest one? So it will be Vinland Saga Deluxe Volume 8 hardcover. So that's Volume 8 that came out earlier in September.
Oh, they're only up to 8 volumes. How many?
Yeah. It's by Kodansha, but they do a very, very, very good job.
It feels just like the Berserk ones. It's really good.
Yeah, no, you're right. Dark Horse does do their own. Imagine if Dark Horse got a chance to do remaster 3-in-1s for big animes. That would be great.
Well, the big 3 right now, you would think that would be on the list if they were going to do something, would be My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. All three of them are finished. They all have big fan bases. I'd be really surprised if there isn't some kind of special edition being planned or some kind of reprint along those lines. Because I know my favorite series, the Full Metal Alchemist, is getting reprints, and they're getting these kind of special edition hardcovers. They're not the same size and as the Vinland Saga ones, but they're still nice though. And I'm gonna start picking those up, even though I have the entire series in 3-in-1s down there. So
I don't. So how is Fullmetal Alchemist manga wise? Is it actually as good as the shows?
Brotherhood's a lot closer because the first anime anime that was made before the manga was finished. So when they got to the part where the manga hadn't caught or was up to, they started doing their own thing for the ending, and they did some really weird redesigns on the fucking what, I can't think of it right now, but the homunculi. They were a little different in the first anime from the manga. The Brotherhood follows it closer, and Brotherhood is my personal favorite version of it. And then, but the mangas, there's little fluctuations, but it's not much.
I imagine the pacing is even faster in the manga. It has to be.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, it is a kind of a quicker read at times, and there's a couple things that are different from Brotherhood, so you'll notice some changes here and there.
Yeah, because I've watched them both. It's weird because the first one, the ending is so bad.
Brotherhood's ending is amazing. It's really good. I can't say enough good things about that.
What's so crazy is the changes. You know, when so in Brotherhood, I remember when Roy Mustang challenged that Colonel dude who was posing as a homunculus the whole time. I remember in the original anime he beat him, and then obviously in Brotherhood I remember him beating him in a different way.
You're talking about the one that killed his friend,
Envy. Envy. So I remember Envy gets beaten by Mustang differently than Envy in the original, Envy ended up like stabbing Elric through the gut or something. And then it was weird because in the Conqueror of Shambhala movie, Envy is just, it was so weird that the ending of that first Fullmetal Alchemist was just so bad, but the whole thing is really good. What's crazy is that's probably considered one of the best animes for a lot of people. But that ending is just awful. It's just terrible.
Brotherhood was better, but that also could have been too.
Remember when he's talking to that girl who's known as Mirror, but Dante took that form of her and killed her or whatever?
Yeah.
But they never even show what Dante looks like, because Dante was the thing that they created when they tried to bring their mother back. It's like, but we never got to see who Dante, what it looked like, because that was the homunculi kind of pulling the strings and everything. It's like, we just never got anything. It's just everything unresolved. And then it was like, oh, well, his little brother's back in his human body. What the fuck? What the fuck? And then in the movie, you just get no mention of Dante ever. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
And I have not watched. I know there's 2 movies. I haven't watched them. I heard they were really. One was like them going to the real world, or like to a different, like to our world or something along those lines. And I wasn't sure. A friend of mine tried telling me about it, but they didn't seem that good. And I didn't even try watching the live action movies. I was like,
so Conquer Shambhala is a sequel to the original anime. So Eric, he gets trapped in that. So he went through that door or whatever, and he gets trapped on that other side. So that's true. It's just so weird because everything is just kind of flipped. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but it's not, I won't call it bad. I think in some ways it's kind of odd because it still doesn't resolve various key things, but it does a very good job of continuing the story to a certain extent. It's just, I hate when you have unresolved cliffhangers like that. Like, we never really got a chance to see who Dante was. Like, Dante just took that girl Mirror's form, and it's like, oh, cool. It's like, well, we know she doesn't look like that. Also, it's weird that Envy just kills Elric, and then he somehow gets thrown into that door where he's now in that different time period, dies in that different time period, then gets brought back. It's just like, holy shit. It was that final ending of that anime just gives me whiplash. Like, so many things happening. Brain just can't compute them fast enough.
It's probably why Brotherhood's better, or the manga has a better ending, is because she saw that ending and she's like, maybe she helped him make it. And then she's like, "Oh damn, that's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna change this and rewrite it for like the Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah,
he got to see how much people hated the ending. He'll probably change it for the books because he's like, I didn't want to do that shit."
Like, oh my goodness.
Now the creator of Full Metal Alchemist has a new series. I forgot what it's called, Damon something, and it's already going to have an anime, so that'll be interesting to see coming out.
I just hate it when those things happen for any anime or TV show where the anime is so far ahead of the manga that it makes up its own. I don't know any other anime that did it that way. It's like a show that started so damn good. It was so emotional. Like that moment where Envy kills Hughes or whatever his name is, where Hughes was going undercover to figure out what's going on, figures out what's going on, then Envy's in that phone booth or whatever, and he reveals himself, he kills Hughes, and then Mustang's like, she was like, it's not raining. Yes, time for rain. And that's just, oh god, those moments.
They're burying Hughes in the. Well, I still am traumatized over. I think it's like the third episode is with the life, or what was it? What was his name? I can't remember his damn name now. But he had the little girl with the dog.
Oh, the professor guy.
The professor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh, that one is like.
What's so crazy is, I'll be honest here, whenever I first saw that, because for me, I always had this knack of telling who the bad guy was, because you could just get a vibe and a feel. Like in TV, I guess the trope is anyone you see brand new after the main cast is usually supposed to be assumed to be a bad guy. That's a general trope in like TV. I just got the most off feeling from that guy.
Yeah.
When I first saw that episode, I got the most office. I was literally like, maybe I think back when I used to watch a lot of anime on like Toonami.
He gave off that creepy vibe. He had the creepy voice actor, sounding voice.
Yeah, because I remember watching from Alchemist. It would come on after, not after Inuyasha. I think it would come on after. So they would air Dragon Ball Z in the nighttime, like reruns constantly. And Fullmetal Alchemist would be the one coming out late in the night after case closed. I would stay up to like 1 o'clock in the morning. Not a good thing I would ever let my kids do. But I remember just watching that and going, like, this guy looks. I don't know. He didn't pass that vibe check. So I wasn't surprised when he did that, because I was like, I was like, I got done taking a shower. Our TV was on a giant stand. I was watching it like this, and I was just like, fuck. Because my brain didn't commute what he really did. I was like 6, 7 years old. I was like,
yeah.
The fuck this guy do? And then when I got older, I was like, oh, fuck, this guy is sick in the head. What a sick, disgusting person. Like that first, I have to give a rewatch to that first Fullmetal Alchemist series. I hate the ending. I think the ending is absolute garbage. But that series in general,
that one and just watch the Brotherhood.
The ending of that series for me is when Roy beats the leader of the army. When the guy with the eye patch. That's when to me that's the real ending of the show.
Yeah.
The ending with Elric and Dante. Trash. Might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my. It's literally garbage. Go back and rewatch that shit. That shit is such unresolved trash. Literally, randomly, his brother is just back into the body. He's not with his brother, reunited because they wanted to be together when he wanted to have his brother out of the armor back into his body and shit. And then he's just in a different time period now. And then everyone's still alive. Dante's not dead. Envy's still out there. What the hell's the army doesn't realize that the person that they were letting lead them was a homunculi because Roy just killed him. And then Roy's just like, you know what? I just don't. This is a problem with the movie, Conquer Shambhala. I don't think Roy would ever do this. Roy literally in the movie, because the remember that lady, the blonde hair lady who liked him?
Yeah.
Went with someone. I forgot her name.
Hawkeye.
So they went to go get him because they needed it for something. He was like, I just stopped using my powers. It's like, what? He in the movie, he literally is like, this is an English sub, so maybe it's different in the sub. He's like, I just stopped using my powers, and I kind of resigned being the colonel. What? What? God, man, fuck that original anime for the ending. I hate it sometimes. Sci-Fax, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I heard you are loving your new job, so make sure to give me all of your paycheck, honestly. Oh, God. I didn't... Full Metal Alchemist... oh my god, original.
It's just anime. Full Metal Alchemist is the original anime. Brotherhood is the one.
So Brotherhood, I'll be honest here, I never finished it. I got to the point where Mustang was burning Envy, My brother would download
You're
me the
pretty
episode.
close to the end.
I literally got to the point where he was burning Envy, like when he was literally lighting him on fire.
Yeah,
Epic.
It has a much different ending than the original, and I think it has a much more satisfying ending with what happens, how they beat Wrath, how they beat, just the way the whole thing ends, the brothers sacrifice, and then the prologue. I think it's just a much better all the way around.
Why did this happen? Yeah, I remember the story. So I'm sorry, I had to go to AI for it because I totally fucking forgot, honestly. Because I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember originally when Toonami had these episodes as new, when they were literally considered brand new, like this was the finale event of Fullmetal Alchemist. And when you get to this part of the story, you're just sitting there going like, what the fuck? Like, it's built up all that. You built up all that, all these episodes, all this heartbreak, all this fucking great moments. And then you get this. People don't remember because it's been a long time since you guys probably watched it. Because I've watched it about twice in my entire lifetime. The original, the whole thing. The ending of the original Fullmetal Alchemist anime is a bittersweet departure from the manga, featuring Edward Elric's death in our world, his resurrection in the I always forget the name, Amstress world, and his subsequent transport to a parallel world where alchemy doesn't exist, while Alphonse returns to Amstress while sacrificing the Philosopher's Stone to revive Ed. Yeah, just so ass.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
So trash. That original ending is awful. Holy shit. Fuck. Now that I remember it, yeah, because also another thing where the original anime left off, because they kept talking about Philosopher's Stone and Philosopher's Stone and Philosopher's Stone, but it was never possible to do perfect human transmutation with the Philosopher's Stone. So it's just this lingering thing, and that's my biggest problem with the series. That's my only real issue, because they kept talking about it, but there never came an actual resolution. I don't know if Brotherhood did it, but I didn't finish it. But they never really fully honed in on, if this is going to be the story plot for the entire show, then if it's never perfect to do human transmutation, then what's the end result of it? Then why do it in general? It's like, do the humans just hope it turns out to be what they want? Like, I get it's a really good idea. I really get it, but it was never kind of explained and perfected in the show, that the idea that the Philosopher's Stone can do perfect human transmutation. So,
well, they were hoping that it could, and then they find out, as the story progresses, that human transmutation isn't possible.
Yeah.
And the Philosopher's Stone can do a lot of amazing things, though. I mean, like they restore characters' sights. They could do a lot of stuff. They could transfer souls, like what Ed did to his brother. You could do stuff like that with a Philosopher's Stone. But yeah, because the Elrics were looking for the Philosopher's Stone so they can try to get their bodies back.
Yeah, he wanted to get his back. Yeah, I remember that.
And then as it goes along, they find out more about the human transmutation. I believe it's not possible. And they kind of learn to kind of it's about like getting over loss and like the grief. Like, they lost their mother, they want her back, they can't do it. Yeah, but they finally come to terms with that,
Yeah, what's really weird is that I remember that ending, because when it said like Elric he basically used the Philosopher's Stone to revive Ed, and it's like, but we were told throughout the series that it's not really possible, and that at the end of the show they kind of break the rules and he's just a perfect revival, and it's like, oh, okay, it's not really what they found out later in the series, but because they know it's not perfect, because that's the whole basis of the series. They try to revive their mother, it didn't work. They kind of created the first homunculi. They were scared of it. It hated them. So when it did all this shit behind their, oh god, it's a great anime. It's truly, honestly, a great anime. I just didn't like how they kind of, I didn't like how the writer bullshitted his own rules at the end. Because like, if you establish it's not perfect, then why does he get to revive his brother? The ending of the show should be, hey, this is the way you are right now, and I love you just as much as you were a human. Let's kind of keep doing this. That'd be my perfect like epiphany moments. Like, yeah, we just can't do this because this is just not going to be possible.
I mean, I could spoil it, but it's like at the end of Brotherhood, essentially.
Oh, I don't care. You fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, essentially, he gets his brother's body back, by sacrificing his ability to use alchemy. So he
because
essentially gives
the
up
stone needs a
alchemy.
sacrifice to make it work, right?
Yeah, there's an equivalent exchange. He exchanged his ability to he touched this with alchemy in order to get his brother's body back, because his brother's body was still real, but it was like in that zone with the whatever that god character was. I forgot I forgot what its name was. But but yeah, so he gives up his alchemy to get for his brother to get his body back, and then there's like a prologue where he ends up getting with Renri, and the brother gets with goes off to I forgot what it was called, but it's essentially because it's like the Elrics live in essentially this versions of Germany or Europe. Mm-hmm. And then they had the other people who were like essentially like Japanese, but they were from the other side of the desert, but they didn't call them Japanese or along those lines. Or I might have been Chinese, but I think it was the Japanese.
Also, I forget. I never watched the original anime's ending sub because I must also keep this in mind. That original anime was dubbed by Funimation, and they have been. If you don't know anything about Funimation dubs, just look up Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that original Dragon Ball everyone knows and loves. I like it too. But that Funimation dub is, some odd stuff in that shit. Like they add extra lines of dialogue because they thought, this is what a lot of the executives thought, they thought the kids here were a bunch of ADHD weirdos and they needed constant dialogue or they would change the channel. You change the channel, obviously it's a back in the day term because you guys don't change channels anymore. You guys are all on your phones. So I must keep in mind, I never actually watched it sub, because keep in mind, when you watch something subbed versus dub, which I always say watch it sub, because you get a more clear explanation on what the hell is going on with the aspect of what they're trying to tell you. I'm not saying dubs don't do that to a certain extent, but I feel like it's just a lot more clear in subs. Well, so people have a problem with Japanese voices. Which
sometimes they have to work on cadence differently, and also there's cultural things. Like there's a Jet Li film, Fist of Legend, I believe it is, and they changed the dynamic of his relationship with the love interest in that show in the English dub as compared to the subtitled one. Mm-hmm. And you could tell, like, sometimes it's I've noticed like the newer dubs seem to be better.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
Even though that I think Funimation was accused of like rinsing some of the dialogue to try to make it more inclusive, but I'm not 100%. I remember something like that going on, but I'm not sure if it was anime or not.
Oh, do you remember Funimation? In the original anime's ending, do you remember when Envy killed him? He was like, Ed's body is cold. And it's like, well, if his body's cold, dead, how the fuck did you send him to that different time plate?
Well, it's like his soul went to a different dimension.
Man, they were just writing some bullshit.
They were just writing to get his soul back.
There must have been, because I remember he took, because he could mutate his body parts. Yeah. Stabbed him with this sword was pretty huge. Stabbed him through the body, like he was stabbing through his chest. He was like, he's dead. I was like, wait a minute, then how is he on, like his conscience and his soul was just on the opposite side of that door? And then he was able to just come back alive. Come on, this is an anime. I get it, guys. This is how you know those writers were on crack. They were writing some absolute bullshit. Crazy shit that people were writing these days. Somebody says alchemy was basically a monkey's paw towards undead stuff, which is said pretty early on, just worded differently. Plus, the point is to challenge what they've been told and find out a way around it. If X is possible, then Y is as well. Yeah, that's true. Abridges. I was never the hugest abridged person. Like,
Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball is better than regular Dragon Ball. Like the original Broly movie, I watched the abridged version, and I was about 30 minutes in before I realized it was the abridged version. Jesus, I just thought this was the fun, because the voice actors are really close on Team 4 Star. As Goku, not as much, but Vegeta's very close. And I'm watching, I'm just like, this is some really funny shit, but I don't remember Dragon Ball being this like on topic and funny. And then I realized, oh, this is the abridged version.
Oh God, like Envy. Oh my Lord. If Envy came out as a character today, like if Fullmetal Alchemist came out new today, like from a Brotherhood, right? People would claim Envy is trans. Even though that's clearly, I thought it was a girl, but as I got older, like they kept calling him he, because I originally thought Frieza was a girl too, because it's the way he looked. But then again, obviously as a kid, I didn't know they called him he's a dude. Like Envy looked like a dude, and people were people these days would call him trans. I'm like, this is disgusting. You people are great. Oh God. But we're gonna get into this first topic here in just a moment. Well, it's first and only topic we have tonight because I'm old and tired, guys, and black. Yeah, I it's maybe because the way he sounded. Like in the sub version, I would have never thought that. But this is why it's always different between like dubs and sub. I don't mind dubs. People think I hate them. Like, no. If I want to watch something for pure entertainment and like turn my brain off, I'll probably just watch it dubbed. But if I actually want to get the full idea of what is going on in the story, yeah, I'll just watch it subbed. I have no problem with watching sub. I used to watch subs before the dub episodes would come out. Like Bleach would be very far ahead subbed. I'll just watch it subbed. People go like, how do you follow the subtitles? I don't know. I'm not a fucking weird. I'm not a loser. I just pay attention to the screen.
For the older stuff, I definitely prefer the subs because the actors on the Japanese side were better than with the English dub actors.
By a milestone, yeah.
By a milestone. But today, these dub actors today are really damn good. So, I mean, I'll watch just as many dubs as I do the subs anymore because some of these like newer series, they're a really good job with like I love the dub of Jujutsu Kaisen, of Delicious in Dungeon,
My Hero Academia,
My Hero Academia dub is great. But you know, of course, it's Armstrong voicing All Might, so it was I love that. Armstrong's one of my most favorite characters. So
yeah, it's so weird because people have these sub versus dub debates, and like I said before, people don't understand these things. If you're someone that you want to, it's like I will always say it's different formats too. If you could prefer either or, but if the information you're getting fed is wrong, then I would not watch. Like for me, if I'm gonna get fed the wrong information, why would I watch the one that's feeding me wrong information? Like, do you know how many people literally say the most retarded things about Dragon Ball, having watched that dub? Guys, it's literally horrible. I'm not saying the dub itself got better throughout time of the show's run, but things that were said in the dub are just objectively not true, and people think they're true because they only heard it English dub. But in the sub, it's different. Like what's crazy is Funimation dubbed Yu Hakusho. Dubs is amazing. Yu Hakusho was just by far and away one of the best things I ever watched in my entire life. Jesus Christ, that was so good. Man, any of that show.
I think One Punch Man is funnier subtitled than dubbed. I think he sounds. I don't know. His humor comes off better in the sub than with the dub actor, in my opinion.
Oh, there are some moments in the Dragon Balls these English dub that are good. I'm not saying it's not. It's just, you know,
I like the English dub actor of Goku more than the Japanese actress.
Yeah, she does a good job, kind of, but it's not. I'm not knocking her, but Sean Schimmel just has it for me. I think he kind of sounds like what Goku would sound like if I pictured Goku in my head.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was this edit of Vegeta on YouTube Shorts where it made him sound like some philosopher. The most it was like, okay, I guess, you know. Oh God, it's horrible.
I agree, Michael. The Full Metal Alchemist dub is for Brotherhood is really, really good.
But that's when you know things were getting better. Like when you enter like Funimation dubs and like when Brotherhood came out, that's when they really started getting like actually better. Because I understand for the first initial animes, they were kind of bad at them because, you know, they just kind of didn't know what to really do. I understand.
You didn't have as much money for it. Also, now it's much more profitable. Anime is much more profitable than it was back then, and you're also getting younger. And you're getting actors like it is. You know, you're getting people that are doing other things too, and you're getting some really good voice acting. I think voice acting is at some of its best spot right now with some of these shows. Now don't get me wrong, and this has been since I first watched the original Dragon Ball. You'll hear voices of the same people because there is only a certain pool of voice actors. So the guy who voices Itadori in Jujutsu Kaisen is also voicing, I believe it's the friend of the Kaiju number 8's character. The guy who does Solo Leveling's main character also does the Nitsu on Demon Slayer as well as other characters. The guy who does Vegeta is like all over the place. So you're going to hear the voices, but I just think you're getting better acting out of them now. You're getting better emoting. You're getting it just sounds.
It feels like they're having better dialogue with each other.
Yeah, it's much better quality because like the older stuff, I thought the Japanese side was better.
Like
yeah.
the reason why Japanese generally for me had it better was because it sounded like they were actually having dialogue with each other.
Yeah, they were really into it, and it was like these people are top of their game. Now, I think the dub side or of the American side of it is doing just as good themselves.
Yu-Gi-Oh! People know one of my favorite animes because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically subbed is amazing. I was like, this is a whole new world I'm entering into. But people who've only watched it dub, like, because Yu-Gi, because it was at 4Kids. So 4Kids had this big issue with a lot of different Yu-Gi-Oh series. They only fully dubbed the original and Zexal, which is the first and the fourth one. So for Yu-Gi-Oh GX and Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, the later seasons didn't get dubbed because they wanted to get to the next new series that was already airing in Japan. So when Yu-Gi-Oh GX season 3 ended, they didn't do season 4. They just went to Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. You see my point? Like they wanted to get to the newest one.
Yeah.
So they just left an entire season out of Yu-Gi-Oh GX. So people think because they're stupid and they're retarded, the Yu-Gi-Oh GX has only 3 seasons. No, it has 4 seasons. There's another season they just didn't do because they legitimately just wanted to dub the newest series that was coming out at the time. It's also where the trading card game was also at the time because they were having like the 5Ds era sets as well. And it's like, I tell people, people say, they never finished Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Go watch the sub. People literally tell me this. One of them was like, I'm autistic. I can't read subtitles. I don't believe that, but okay, sure. But if you're a well able-bodied human being, go watch it subbed. They're like, but I don't want to. Why? Because I don't like the voices. So you choose to not finish an entire season of a show. What the fuck? Just retard. And you know what happened again? For Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, they did it again. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds has, I think, I'm pretty sure it's 4 seasons or 3 seasons. So after they defeated Aporia, they're supposed to have another season because I watched the last season subbed. Amazing. Truly, really, really good. Yu-Gi-Oh! Subbed is, just the tits. So good. Then guess what 4Kids did? They didn't dub the last season because Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal was about to air. They just went and skipped 2 seasons of 2 of the second and third generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Animes. Just skipped. And people claim to like these dub studios. They literally skipped shit because the newest stuff came out. They didn't even care. They just screwed people over. All have jobs too. Like, fuck. Like 4Kids dubbing One Piece was horrible. 4Kids, our Cartoon Network dubbed One Piece better. That's where I first saw it. People said they first saw it on. I watched my shit on Cartoon Network. That's where I saw One Piece at. I didn't know 4Kids even did it. When I saw 4Kids have One Piece, like, what the fuck is that garbage? It sounds ass. You know? Good Lord. Like, man. And now 4Kids is gone. I just don't get it. Like, once I saw, because I was I wanted to just finish Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D subbed because I didn't have the dub version, right? So I would watch the episodes and I went, this is fucking amazing. What? That's a whole new world I was entering into. I was like, okay, now I understand why people think subs are better. The dialogue was better. The themes, the characters' personal themes were better. I've downloaded a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character themes on my phone. They just sound really, really good. Yeah. You know, the dialogue with certain monster summonings is cooler. Like, it's just an overall better quality product. I can understand having love and nostalgia for the English voice actors because you can kind of, you can understand them, obviously, native language and shit. But I would prefer the better product, in my opinion, if I'm going for an experience. Now, 2 different experiences. If I want to watch something stupid entertainment, dubs are fine. I play dub shit all the time on my computer. Like YouTube has like streams of like anime just dub. I just put it on 24/7, just listen to it. But I wouldn't take that seriously. If I want to take it seriously, I'll just watch it in sub form. It's literally just better. I don't know why people argue it too. It's literally just a better quality product. Even if because people say it's Japanese.
People have opinions, MSK. Not everyone's gonna like it exactly the way you do.
But the reasons are dumb. People say, I don't like Japanese voices. Do you know why you don't like Japanese voices? Because you don't interact with Japanese voices interacting because you're fucking American. That's just how it. I wouldn't really like Japanese voices if I only interacted with 1 or 2, But if you were, what's crazy is they think the same way about us too. They don't like English dub because they can't. The same reasons. I don't like the dub actors. Why? I don't like English voice actors. It's the same. It's like everything with dub and sub is 2 sides of the same coin. Well,
I mean, it's also the actor too. Like, there's stuff where certain speeches sound better in Japanese than they do in English because the voice actor in Japan just knocked it out of the park that day, and the American dub act or the English dub actor didn't. I mean, so it's gonna vary on quality, on how well the actors do,
You think
what
the
actors hit
openings
certain
are better?
roles.
Do you think the openings and endings are better, subbed or dubbed? Because I think they're about even, honestly. I think with openings and endings, it can be pretty even, honestly.
It depends, but to
Yeah.
me, I don't mind either way, because especially with songs, like I don't have to really know what the words are,
Oh, me neither. Yeah,
all
yeah.
mean, in order to get the vibe and enjoy a good song and a good beat, and it could just so to me it really doesn't, as long as it sounds right. Like some stuff just sounds better dialogue delivered in Japanese than it does when you try to say it in English. So there are stuff that just comes out better. I like watching the videos on YouTube where they'll take like of famous words like Sukuna said in Jujutsu Kaisen, and they'll show you like the Spanish actor, the German actor, the Russian dub, and it's really cool because sometimes stuff sounds awesome like in German, and other times like the Russians knock it out of the park. So it all depends, and it's like it's an opinion, so it's all about personal preferences.
Oh, I also forget. As with anime, there's Spanish people said German communities. Like anime isn't just English and
Goku is
dub.
damn near a god
Do
in
you know how they treat
Mexico.
Spider-Man?
Like they
In
love
Spider-Man,
Goku.
Spider-Man
They
too.
love Dragon Ball.
Do you know how Spider-Man is treated in Mexico? Like a god.
Yeah,
Same
they
way.
love their characters are
They have
huge
their
there.
own canon for Spider-Man. So basically, like for them, Gwen Stacy never died, and then he just had kids with her. They just made their own canon. They're like, I don't like what you did. I
Japan
don't
has
care.
their own Spider-Man from like the back in the day, like one of like the old 70s TV shows. There's a live action Japanese Spider-Man. I think he has a gun in that one. But yeah, it's other countries go nuts over this stuff too.
Give me 1 second. A girl is talking to me.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
talk to your AI chat bot during our damn stream. Talking to your imaginary girlfriends.
First of all, these girlfriends are not imaginary; they're real. Italian Spider-Man. Yeah. Also in Mexico, they don't like Dan Slott, for what I know.
They don't like who? What?
Dan Slott, the guy who wrote Superior Spider-Man. To be fair,
what is wrong with Superior Spider-Man? That was not a bad run. I'm sorry, guys.
No, they just don't like him as a personality.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure, he does some other stinkers, but I really like Superior Spider-Man. I thought that was a really interesting
cool
run.
Too. What I don't like that they do with Spider-Man in certain comic book runs is that when he, like, in the Superior Spider-Man, I think that's the story where Doc Ock took over his body, right? And he made
I found it really, really interesting. It was like,
remember when he took over his body and he made his life better? But I find this weird. Why does a villain have to take over his body to make his life better? Why can't he just make his life better?
He was selfish, and then because he wanted to be a better Peter than Peter, and he was also very, very he's also more selfish than Peter was. So he actually took the time to finish school, to get to business going, stuff along those lines. So what I liked about it though is that he started turning more and more into a hero, because it was like just the responsibility and the situation he was put into. It was like really he wanted to be even better Spider-Man. It was just I really just loved the way I honestly kind of wish I do like the way it ended, the sacrifice and letting Peter Parker take it back, and then that great scene where Green Goblin's taunting him like he's still Otto, and then he just says, well, at least I don't have a purse, because he has like this satchel. And then like Green Goblin's face just kind of looks real serious at him, and then he's just like, it's you. Like he just knew them. And to me, that was just such a great
the part of the story that I liked, because I had to, get it in unconventional means back then when I had no money. The part where when Octavius fully took over his body and he punched, I think it was Electro or the Lizard, and his jaw came out, which was just disgusting. It was actually gross. But outside of that grossness, when when Otto figured out that Peter was constantly holding back on him throughout their entirety of their battle between each other. I get it. It's so gross to see that, but the message behind it, I think there was a lot of stuff in there that I liked. I should probably get Superior Spider-Man. I don't have it for my
I forgot about that moment, but that's such a good moment too. I love it when there's another great moment in I think it was either in the Justice League animated or in the Superman animated, when he's fighting Darkseid and he gets to talk about how he finally gets to unleash because he can take it.
Yeah.
And it's like you start thinking about, like, here's a guy who can damn near punch the moon in half. How does he open a doorknob? Like, how long did it take him to learn that much self-control? Hugging somebody, shaking a hand. Peter Parker, there's times where he really kind of cuts loose. And I remember there was that joke that question you'd ask people, which is scarier, a Batman who starts laughing and joking with you, or a Spider-Man that goes quiet? And honestly, a Spider-Man that goes quiet would be just scary as hell, because do not tell, please, Isom is better than Batman. Are you serious? Do we really, like, don't get me wrong.
I'm saying that's a troll, Savage Dad.
Okay, yeah, because I
don't even know who that is. That MSK guy, I heard he's a fucking loser incel.
Yeah, that is a large capital L take. I'm sorry, Mr. July, but yeah, okay, you're not there yet.
There was someone on the Reverse Reddit page, which actually isn't a bad page at all. It's actually pretty cool. Reading some of the comments are awesome, honestly. There was a comment where someone said that they bought Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 in ISOM Issue 1. And they said the reason why they were comparing them, but they said the reason why they didn't like Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 was because they said it was boring. What? I was like, what? What book did you? Okay. The only grace I could give you that, maybe when you bought it in single issues, the pacing could have felt kind of slow, because I get it. Pacing can feel kind of weird between a collected edition and single issues. That I understand. But if you read that just that first book, those first 6 issues, if that is not good to you, I guess it's all subjective. It's all taste.
Like
but
the Joker too. So there's always.
Okay, why are you taking shots at Gray? Why you gotta take shots at Gray like that? Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, and Orange Avenger. Yeah, no one's gonna be glazing fucking EVS. Fuck EVS.
Oh no, I'm definitely glazing EVS.
You're all about that now?
All about
that. Is MSK gonna be the newest Comicsgate member?
Literally, the moment in that book where the daughter stuff. Remember how she was scared of him? And then he took her out for a swing. The ending of the book where she was like, "You're Spider-Man." Oh my god! I was like, "Oh, just too much beating off." It's so good, so fucking good. Holy crap, man! I just don't get. I mean,
the whole series was the Ultimate Spider-Man's great, but I mean, there's always going to be one person who doesn't.
There's always
like
that
something.
One guy.
There's always that one,
But I understand, like, if you were buying those issues single, I could because keep in mind, buying a series in single issues versus like trade or omnibuses is going to feel different as far as pace, because investing every week versus investing when it's all done is going to always feel different. Like Superman and Lois. Like, remember that second season where they were taking like almost 3-week breaks constantly. That's why I said that's why I said the pacing was off, because if you were watching it when it was coming out episode by episode, pacing was off in that second season, because Tyler Hoechlin had to do the Teen Wolf movie or whatever. They were taking constant breaks and everything. So it's like, yeah, the season's pretty good, but it's like, damn, the pacing is trash. Pacing's terrible.
It'll sometimes throw me out of a series. Like, I remember when I stopped watching the CW Flash I want to say it was like the 3rd or 4th season, where they started doing these like 3 to 5 week breaks mid-season to catch up. And I was just kind of like, oh no, I'm out. Like I'm done.
I binged, so I quit after season 3 because I just didn't really like the direction the show was going. I really hated how they treated Flashpoint. Savitar was a cool idea. I liked the most of season 3 to a certain extent, but I felt like it was weaker than the first 2 seasons by a fair bit. So I quit after season 3, and then I binged seasons 4 through 7 before 8 came out. And season 7 might be one of the worst things TV-wise I've ever seen in my entire life. That was trash.
The Flash problem was it was just they needed to throw a villain in there that wasn't trying to be faster than the Flash. Like, I understand that if you have a speed character, speed force character, you're going to have a lot of villains who also are in speedsters, which is fine. I get that. And there's some great villains. But I think when you're going from like, what was it? It was like Savitar to like,
The Thinker.
It was the thing. They did throw the Thinker in. That was
season
nice.
4's villains, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like for a while there, it was just like speedster, and Barry just had to get faster, faster. And it was just kind of like, I wish they could have thrown some more creativity in there or some more creative villains in there a little bit more, but it still wasn't terrible. Let's see here, Warren. What is your thoughts on Volume 1 of the Ultimates that's currently running? I have not gotten Volume 1 yet, but I do have the first like 3 issues, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't up in arms as other people about it. Wasn't written as well as Spider-Man and Wolverine though, and I need to get the first volume of Black Panther because I don't know if that one's any good.
I bought the first trades for both of those. Haven't got a chance to read them or review them with you guys yet, but you know, I will say this: being hot, rich, and good looking has its perks. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, sure. Someone out there who's rich and good looking. Hold on a second. Actually, you know what?
Oh my God.
That's
Warren apparently has a retard alert like Mr. Garrison and Kino Casino does in his room now.
I got this little bell, and it come with this little hammer. And when you say something retarded, I'm going to hit it.
Okay. I think drinking tea is gay.
What? Yeah, that's retarded.
Oh my God.
Nothing wrong with tea. Tea doesn't make you a homosexual. What are you?
Okay. Contrary to popular belief, if tea is soy infested. No. Oh my God. Okay. So when you go to a restaurant and there's all these drinks, shakes, water, everything, you will sit down and order tea as your drink.
I don't drink tea.
Of course, you're not gay.
That tea drink.
Oh my God!
We're gonna have to fizz the bell out for somebody else. All I'm gonna be doing is just ringing this damn thing all day. No, just because all you do is give retarded takes.
I'm just saying, like, I grew up drinking that ghetto trash Lipton tea, which is literally disgusting, absolutely just garbage trash. You know those giant Lipton candies?
Oh yeah.
Trash. Literally, the only reason to drink that when you're poor is because your soda ran out. That's the only reason.
I'm more of a coffee guy. I don't drink tea.
It only tasted good fresh. If it wasn't fresh, it was trash. Good. Holy crap, man. Oh my God. Iced tea is very good. I will give you that. Iced tea is fucking phenomenal. I actually like iced tea a lot. I like iced tea and raspberry tea. Those are my favorites. Raspberry tea is really good, but a lot of places don't really have that, honestly. But no, iced tea's a pass. Yeah, iced tea's good. Iced tea's solid. But regular tea, like, who goes and gets a regular
tea? You just one sip and you're gonna start wanting to suck a dick.
What? All right, retard alert. You got a point there. Yeah, if we all grew up on tea rather than drinking like gallons of trash of soda, probably would be a lot better now, honestly. Raspberry tea's not the gayest. What are you talking about? It's the only decent one. I tried it. It's not terrible. It's just like, nah. It's like, eh. Like, it's not awful, but I would.
Tea always has an aftertaste to me that I never liked. I prefer.
Brisk?
Yeah, I don't know. I never was a tea fan. I've tried both hot iced tea, all kinds of different teas. I just never liked it. I was more coffee myself. I used to drink a lot of soda. Now I don't. It's just coffee and water now, and
like iced coffee, like
sparkling flavored water things.
Sparkling water. Oh my
sparkling God. Ice flavored, has 0 sugar.
Iced coffee, like iced coffee, very good. That is cancer for you, but it's very, very good. It's like literally drinking crap.
Orange Avenger, y'all gay, drink soda, overwhelmed diabetes like a man.
Oh God, man. Y'all gay, drink soda, overwhelmed diabetes like a man. I do drink water. Contrary to popular belief, I do drink water. I just drink it before I stream usually. Like it's usually over here somewhere, but I drank the bottle before I got over here when we started the show tonight. I do have to go to the store and get. Okay, so what kind of water do you generally get? Do you get like gallons generally, or you get like a 24 case of just bottles?
I get
myself, I think the bottles work better.
Myself, I get gallons.
Really? Because for me, if I see the gallon in front of me, if I don't finish it, I feel kind of bad.
I use it to fill up my bottle. Like I have the
For me, I gotta just do the bottles. The bottles I can just chug and just crush them up and throw them away.
I just think of all the little turtles choking on those bottles when they end up in the ocean.
I recycle mine like a normal man. Yeah, I think the bottles are better. I don't mind the gallons. I think anything with bottle format with water is better for me. He thinks Sprite is water. Oh my God. This is part of the official Mac lore. For the house, we get bottles to drink and gallons for the coffee machine, and I get the 5 gallons. Yeah. They have those downstairs. Getting the gallons so you can just, get them through the cups is fine too. I wish I had that kind of machine in here. I would definitely drink more water, but I usually just go to the store and get like a 24 case, and that usually goes for like a good month, 2 months actually, because I'll drink like one every other day. But drinking water is very valuable. Make sure you guys drink water so you're hydrated and not.
Yeah, 1 8 or 16 ounce water bottle every 2 days is not enough water.
Really?
No, you need to be drinking was it 8 16-ounce glasses worth or something like that? Like I would say.
Do you mean your dick?
I drink like I try to drink a gallon of water, or at least half to a full gallon of water a day.
Grown men need a gallon a day. I can't do it.
Grab a gallon jug and you walk around and do man stuff and you take poles.
You do man stuff.
Yeah. I lift furniture and clean, move stuff and do that's doing man stuff.
I do have to, when I go to the store this week, I'm definitely going to grab me more because I think I ran out of my water bottles. So I got to definitely get some more. She got the machine. She does some type of testing. Interesting. Yeah, I know people do like the machines where they get the gallon and put them on top and then they do the cups and everything. That's probably more efficient thinking long term. But I lifted furniture today for what? What are you doing? Or where I live, the gallon refills are 25%. Interesting.
Well, where I'm at, the tap water's garbage, so I would rather just go buy.
You didn't get. I demand a bang. Oh my God. That's the reason why the kids are stupid. Their parents gave them tap water because they couldn't afford water.
No, it's apparently because they had Tylenol. So
what's crazy? I actually have someone who follows me who just became a registered nurse. I'm not kidding. She literally we follow each other. She was on the Iron Man podcast when it was going through on Rumble. I mean, to be fair, if I had pulled some strings, I probably could have had her on that episode, but I didn't want to embarrass you guys because I was based as fuck, honestly. I was like, I know a doctor. I could bring her on. If just have her say, but I would have to already plan that in advance, and I just couldn't get her at that moment in time. I got the friends in high places. That's what I was trying to imply. Not a fan of well water. I never had well water. I'm not saying I drink any of it, but it kind of looked funky. So I just never really looked at it, honestly.
Well, I mean,
no one should have tap water. Tap water is horrible. Filter. Tap water is literally garbage.
Well, no, like Professor Savage Dad mentioned, you can get like those Berta like filter pitchers, or you can get them where you put the filter directly on the faucet, and then it will run the water through the filter that way too. So I mean, there's ways to do it where you could get to the tap water and make it taste better.
How many did you guys say you're supposed to drink? Because I usually drink 1 bottle every 2 days, generally speaking.
No, I mean, I forgot you could look up the actual like medical
bottles of water for men.
But I would say I think it's like 8 16-ounce glasses or something like that. I might be off on that one, but I'll do like a gallon a day if I can. I'll go buy a
you're right.
gallon
Yeah,
jug
you're right.
and
Yeah.
just carry it around and drink it.
Oh God. Yeah, you're right. Cons: plastic construction. Okay, no, I don't care about plastic. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not a Democrat. I don't care about the environment. Environment's garbage. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Bottles. Oh my goodness. Internet. How many bottles of water a day should you drink? Yeah, you're right. You're about right. Yeah. It's supposed to be 15.5 cups for men and like 11.5 cups for women. So whatever mathematic measurements that adds up to is good.
Just grab a jug and go start cutting fire.
They want me to drink 5 to 6 water bottles a day. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's the Kickstart flavor in that?
What you need to do tomorrow is go down to the store and get a gallon jug and then spend a couple hours chopping firewood and drink it.
Oh,
do manly stuff.
Have you ever chopped up firewood? Because I never did that. I
used to do it all the time. That was one of the chores I had to do when I was growing up.
Firewood.
Yeah, I lived on down in a rural area off the Columbia River. My grandfather would spend all winter collecting logs from the river, and then during the summer we would have to go and cut them up to make firewood. So we were cutting 10, 15 cords of firewood, doing stuff along those lines. So yeah, you'd have to have. I know how to cut firewood. I even know how to make a fire.
I don't. So I would be dead in these.
I know how to operate a chainsaw. I haven't done it in a long time, but I know how to do it.
Face, just secretly, just
no, Paul Bunyan, asshole. You need to start doing some more manly stuff tomorrow. Go out there and do something out in the grass.
Man, typing on my computer is good enough for me.
You're gonna go buy a logging simulator off of Steam and be like, "Oh yeah, I cut a bunch of trees down today."
Chopping firewood simulator. That's our goal here. Holy shit! Yeah, we have central air and heat here. Yes, I do. Firewood in the winter. Winter is coming up.
Yeah, MSK lore states chopping firewood is slang for beating off.
But we do have central heat, but the furnace with the blower, like my wife is more efficient and cheaper. Just like my wife. Literally more efficient and cheaper. Oh, God. Thank you,
That's the problem is I live in a kind of, well, it's not a city, but it is a city. It's a small one.
This is not
But now I'm all like citified where I live in an apartment. And if I want a heat, I just go buy a heater or get a heater and turn the, everything's all here now. So when the shit hits the fan, I'll last like 2 days before I'm killed.
MSK is definitely a leaves bottle outside and drink. Rainwater is disgusting. If you actually, there are people out there that open their mouth and drink rainwater. Just disgusting. Down here in Florida, when you're getting ready for a hurricane, the emergency preparedness people always say avoid getting 24 packs, get multiple jugs of water, between 15 to 20 jugs. Yeah, but to be fair, I am a normal, rich, white guy. I just need my bottles, then I'm good. You said your wife is your couch. She will never live it down. You mean live? Because you wrote love it down.
That's in the Mac hold now.
Oh, so he said it last night. So that book, The Darkhold, that Scarlet Witch read how to become fucking a lunatic. Apparently I have a Mac hold somewhere.
Yeah, that's where all your lore is at with your race car bed and
that's how he gets his gas station wings. Well, oh, it's disgusting. Okay, gas station chicken wings are good. Don't knock them. Gas station chicken wings.
Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, especially if you get those wing zings or whatever you call them.
Yeah, 7-Eleven mini tacos, amazing. I love them. I'm gonna go make a drink. Is there no Mac Rin Omic? What are these names?
It's a Macronomicon.
I don't have guys. I'm not that. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a popular person. Okay, I am just a regular white guy. Goodness gracious. Well, as you guys know, my dad is white, so I can claim to be a part of that race. That's the great thing about being two of them. I can claim either one. Honestly, I think I have more of the white side of me. The black side I try to actively suppress with all of
Well, I
my.
know that you hate one side of you, so in that case,
I wouldn't say hey, actively suppressing, kind of like a vampire suppressing his urge to bite people and suck their blood. You know, my urge. You know that episode of South Park where he he found out he was from Jersey. And he was fighting the urge to become like a Jersey Shore dude. Gosh. No, I don't know. That's the thing though. It could go either way, honestly. Yeah, my dad was white. It doesn't fit into my narrative, but my dad was a white person. Well, I only saw him in the dark and he looked white. But you know, he could have been black. If he's black, I would understand it though, because that's just part of their nature. But yeah, it's crazy. It's okay. It's okay. He left me. But it's fine.
A hug. I
became a successful rich man. That's all I did. Right? It's okay. I don't even. What's crazy is people ask, "Do you ever think about that?" I really don't, honestly. Literally, unless I tell you guys it, that's when I relive. That's when I tell the story. It's like when people ask about people that aren't here anymore. Literally, I'm being 100% honest to you. If anyone is not here anymore, I do not think about them in any way at all, unless any of you guys bring them up. Because in my life, I just choose to kind of move forward with things. I don't like to live in the past too much because it's just things you can't control. You can't go back and change it. All you can do is just move on and fix what you got in front of you. It's all you can do, you know? Like, people generally ask, what would I change? I don't know. Kind of if I know now what I knew then, I would just do it then. That's really all it is. So, like, if you had the information, it's like hindsight 2020, basically. That's it. Oh, my God. Warren, back to comics. Do you have the omnibus of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run of Black Panther?
No, but is it good? Because if it is, I'm going to start picking up omnibuses because I need to catch up on my Western comics because I was out of it for a while. So if that's a good one, I will add it to my list.
I've heard, I'll be honest, I've heard nothing but bad things about that guy. Everything.
Well, you don't like black people, so I'm not going to.
That's also true.
I'm not going to take your opinion on that. You have a biased opinion.
Biased. Yeah. Yep. Oh, speaking of black people being absolutely disgusting pieces of shit, like literally just piles of garbage. Did you see that thing on Facebook today? And it came out on Twitter too. This black guy who invaded someone's home and stabbed their 6-year-old in the head hard enough where the knife actually bent and he hurt the other family members. 42-year-old black guy. We was sentenced in 2015.
He was sentenced to 20 years, and after 10, they let him go.
Yeah.
They let him go after 10 with true.
And then the dad said if he sees that guy, he's going to beat his ass. You know what's crazy is if that guy beats that guy's ass for what he did to his kid, then the dad is going to get a harsher punishment than that black guy. I can 100% guarantee you of it.
Well, he might get completely off it just he claims insanity. I mean,
which is what part of the claim was for that black guy.
Yeah, it all depends on what the judge and the situation along those lines and like that, you know. So that is a random ass pivot too, by the way. It's like, oh hey, Ultimate Spider-Man's pretty good. Hey, you want to talk about this guy who killed a kid?
Hey, black people are. I should have changed my mind where if black people are dangerous, change my mind. I can't do it in real life because black people are literally would prove my point. Honestly, they would be.
Well, then your point's been proven. So then there you go.
I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta take one for the team, MSK.
If Steven Crowder went to a college campus and said black people are violent and black people actually act violent to him, doesn't that just prove the point? Actually,
Yeah. I'll check it out, Anthony. Marvel Comics is coming to Global Comics, the app. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping to catch up on some stuff through there I think it's coming in November. So if you guys like digital comics, check out Global Comics. It's Global Comics, and comics is spelled with an X at the end. It's the best app out there for digital comics, indies, manga, DC, Dark Horse, Image, IDW, now Marvel. It's a great one.
Pivot. Yes. Do you need to get to the topic tonight? Oh God, because
topic time.
Quality waits for no man. That's just how it happens around here. Yeah, I'll be honest here. That guy already rubbed me the wrong way when I found out he was going to write that Black Superman movie. And then you hear a quote of him shitting on 9/11 survivors or people. He shitted on 9/11 first responders, I think. It was a quote that I remember even before I could read comics a lot on the internet, because that's when I could consume them. That was making the rounds very, very big. I remember it was on forums back in the day. People would go on forums and shit. Yeah, good lord. I'm not saying it's all separate the art from the artist, but when you're saying things like that, it's
yeah. But does he write a good Black Panther?
Oh god,
yeah, because he could be an asshole. But I read comic books by assholes all the time. So
that's true.
Because there are some people who have terrible takes, but do they do good stuff?
It's usually Mark. Yeah, Mark Waid is just a fucking moron.
Well, Mark Waid is an asshole,
but he does write some pretty good books. So I'll give him that.
Yeah, he writes decent books. Frank Miller has some pretty crazy opinions on shit, but he also is one of the best comic artists out there.
Yeah,
writers out there.
I'm sure people know who Ta-Nehisi Coates is. His quote was, "I could see no different." No, that's the wrong one. Oh my god, that's an AI porn bot. Not bring up that. Okay, so here's the right one. I could see no difference between the officer who killed Prince Jones and the police who died, or the firefighters who died. They were not human to me. Black, white, or whatever. They were the menaces of nature. They were the fire, the comet, the storm, which could, with no justification, shatter my body. And this is someone Marvel hired consistently on their. Well, Captain America's a big character. Black Panther, semi-big character. I'm just saying, like, I gotta do a lot of separating the art from the artist when it comes to comic book people. A lot of it. Like Denise Camp, that guy is a fucking literal lunatic. Like, he's actually, I think, straight up retarded. He smokes so much weed, his brain is fried. I heard defending like Looney Tunes and shit. What a fucking weirdo. But then again, that's what the industry is full of. Literal weirdos,
Walter has another little pivot here.
Oh, pivot. Oh, God.
Absolute Comics. And we've sold him on it. So that's awesome.
Oh, Absolute Evil came out. It's come out this week or next week? I think Absolute Evil came out this week. Maybe it's this week. I'm pretty sure it was this week. Yeah. So he says, I finally picked up a few issues of Absolute Comics. I picked up the first 4 issues of Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. For Absolute Batman, if you want to read them single, that's fine. I would have you just have bought the trades. All those books right there, you could have just bought the trades for both of them. All volume 1s with the first. Batman's first arc is 6 issues. Wonder Woman is 5, and I think Superman's is 5 too. If you're going to do that, I'm saying buying the singles is not bad because that supports your local comic book shop. But just if you can, make sure to buy the trades because it's all collected in one book. That way you don't have to just buy the single issues. But if you like buying the single issues, that's fine too. Just
if you have the money, do what I do. I buy both if I have it because
I don't want to wait. Walter what to do.
I don't want to wait to the trades, so I'll buy the individuals. And when the trades come out, I'll buy those too because I like reading them, and they look good on my clout wall.
Reading is for black people. No, it's not for black people actually, but.
We almost went a full 10 minutes without you saying something hateful or cancelly.
Me.
Yeah, you.
I'm a man.
Ring the bell every time you say something terrible.
Walter, I hate. Oh God, I'm a man. I'm a man too. My boy Walter and Michael are finally growing up. This is fake news. This never happened. This never happened ever. I'm the most anti-black guy you'll ever meet, honestly. Savage Ed is technically black from the waist down. So I'm not saying I know that from firsthand experience. That'd be gay. But when we hugged each other, no homo, literally no homo. It felt like he was black from the waist down. I got this aura farming from him.
We're an hour and 13 minutes in. You've gone through the racist stuff. Now you're going through the gay stuff. We're going to start hating on women here in probably about 15 minutes. So just keep everyone in the chat up to where we're at now. We are at the gay stage of the show, and pretty soon we're going to pivot into to the woman hating stage.
Well, speaking of homo, speaking of a homo, P. Diddy was sentenced to 4 years in prison today. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. So I get it. It comes off super gay, but it's not gay in reality. You know. I no. I need to go and visit more strip clubs. Honestly, strip clubs are pretty. I was like, the one we went to was great, but the idea of it's pretty overrated. Like, I could get women to sit on my lap if I wanted to. It's not that hard. Getting women is easy.
Yeah, super. Yeah, it's real easy. Let's get this topic going so I can go to bed.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were having a topic. Oh, fuck me in the ass. Oh, it's not Tuesday.
Topic time.
Yeah, but MSK is incapable of this. Good lord. All right. Oh God. Yeah. Sound like a personal problem. Fuck you. So
hey, Laps, don't blame him. He likes to talk about the first time he saw boobies.
I've seen boobs before. I watch a lot of porn, so we're good.
Well, in real life.
God. Yeah, he was mad at me and Kingstyle for talking about Dragon Ball. It's like that.
Okay.
Right, God. It's like, come on, man.
Focus.
The top G's run the show around here. Oh, yes. Sorry. Focus. Gotta be hot, rich, and good looking. Boobies. It's like Chris from Family Guy. Boobies.
Let's see your boobs.
No, but women are disgusting. And
wow! All right, right on schedule.
There you go. Bingo card.
We are in stage 3 now.
Stage 3. It's like some form of MSK cancer. Oh God! All right, so let's have some fun. I'm black, and I'm gonna be BB-seating your mom. Jokes, guys. Jokes. All jokes. I'm providing entertainment and quality. Okay, so I have to wait till this fucking police car goes through because a black person decided to do some crime. So give me like 1 minute.
Yeah, black person is existing, so some cop is pissed off.
Oh, for sure. Profiling while black is what they call it, right? There was just a black person that existed, and the cop was like, you know what? Fuck it. Just going after him. Objective lie. Fine. Okay. Hold on. Let me check my messages really quickly. I think this girl's hitting on me. No, this is the bot from Facebook. I was lied to, man. No?
What?
Good lord. I was lied to.
I was spacing out. I'm sorry.
So you tuned me out? Oh my God. Wait, Laps, weren't you supposed to be on Iron Oxide show tonight? You said you were going to be on the show tonight. What happened with that? Or maybe it's tomorrow, because I know he moved his show to Saturday. So I don't know if you still want to have our show tomorrow, or unless you want to just do it on Thursday. Maybe but we can't do it on Thursdays moving forward. I can only do it on Thursday this week because I got off early. But aren't you supposed to be on? He didn't do it tonight. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be just let me know, because he might do it tomorrow. I don't know, because he said he's moving his show to Saturdays now. That's what I heard. So if he's not doing it tomorrow, just let me know, okay? Oh, we can? Okay. I just wanted to know. I didn't want to step on your plans if you already had plans already made up. See, now that Cloud Chaser is getting airtime. God. It's infectious what you guys do here. You guys infected Warren. You infected Gray. Oh, God. We lost him. All right. Time to have some fun. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way, you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Superman and Spider-Man to headline the next Marvel and DC crossover comic book coming out in 2026. So in 2025, Marvel and DC did their first official crossover since 2003, unless you count that omnibus crossover they did, in 2024 and 2023, because they, had collected their stories together. And then now, coming up in 2026, something ended up, wait a minute, hold on. There's a black outside. Dude. Oh, God. I can't believe people keep doing this. Ignore what I just said in that moment there.
Walking?
No. Black dudes lit off the loudest firecracker I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's probably a gunshot.
Oh, because they're black? Okay, now who's rating? Oh, God. Now who's rating profiling?
Statistically.
Oh, no. I heard it. Oh, my. Who is lighting firecrackers? It's fucking October. Who does that? I mean, I saw saggy pants.
I saw a white crackhead today with saggy pants. That doesn't indicate anything.
I saw some dark skin. Maybe he was dark. I don't know. I just assume black because, you know, my mind just drifts towards that. Yeah. All right. So, let's have some fun here. Fucking hell. Hold on. Let me bang my wife really quickly. Oh, Amaranth invited me to be on her show. She wanted to sit on my face. You don't go. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just.
Did not happen.
I'm just doing my life and enjoying the banging of women constantly. I blame Canadians. I do too.
Maybe I'll just ring the bell when you lie.
Don't ever utter these words in my chat ever again. I mean, it probably tastes pretty good. You never know. Shit. Good Lord. Warren, if I came to your house right now and took a shower and put your soap up my ass, would that be considered gay?
Well, I'm not going to let you use my shower, so... No. So,
but
this
just
is
the
not
idea.
even going to happen. No,
just the idea of it.
Stop.
Oh, my God. All right. Oh, God. Okay, let's have some fun here. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Superman and Spider-Man to headline the next Marvel and DC crossover comic book. So in 2025, we got the first official crossover between Marvel Comics and DC Comics with, you know, Deadpool and Batman to headline it for 2025. I just recently read and reviewed Deadpool and Batman issue 1 with Labs Comic Fan. I did really enjoy it. Now, there was 2 side stories in there that I could just really not care for, honestly, all that much. I feel like they were just in there as throw-ins, and they were just kind of not that good. But the other ones are really cool. Like, I think Deadpool Batman, even though it's written by Zeb Wells, someone that's been, you know, really shitted on for his terrible Spider-Man comic book run that just ended. I think he wrote a very good, funny, entertaining Deadpool Batman story. The Captain America and Wonder Woman one was really cool. I would have preferred, if you ask me, if they had sex, but that's just me personally. He should have literally banged her brains out. That's what he should do. My boy Cap needs some loving. He's been saving America for the longest time. Just does it all. But let him bang Wonder Woman. Come on, DC. I know you want to have him do it.
I saw a YouTube review of the Wonder Woman Steve Rogers story, and it does look pretty good. I thought that one was cool. That one was really kind of interesting because it's kind of like a what if Elseworlds almost, you know, because it was like kind of blending, which was cool. I hope my comic shop has it because I didn't get a chance to put it on my pull list last time I was there. So I really hope he has it when I go there Wednesday because I definitely want to pick it up.
So after that, in there, you had Rocket Raccoon, Green Lantern. That was a really fun concept. Daredevil and Green Arrow was really cool. I really enjoyed that. So overall, most of the crossover stories in there, even including the Jeff, the Land Shark, and Crypto, so cute, so adorable. They were playing volleyball with each other. Oh, it's adorable. Give me more Jeff and Crypto stories. I'm all here for it. But, you know, we've not really had Marvel and DC do this in a very long time, since, like, what, 2003 was their last crossover, because, you know, they just chose to, like, just go separate ways. It was like the whole thing of thou shall not meet ever again. You know, they had the crossover omnibuses that they did, you know, in, I think, 2020. It was announced in 2023. They come out in 2024, you know, and had that cool, like, Jim Lee wraparound cover. I didn't get that one. I got the main cover. I think it was George Perez's main cover. It looked really cool. It looked like a homage to, like, one of those Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, loading screens you would see on, like, a arcade video game. And it was also, you know, announced that more crossovers were going to come. Now, we don't know if that's going to be more single books from each publisher, or is it just going to be like a 1 year event kind of thing? Looking at it now from what was announced when we first did that video together months ago, it's looking like it's just going to be a once a year type of event where Marvel gets their turn, then DC, a bunch of, one-shot stories in there, actually.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're not sticking slaves to canon. I'm glad that they're not spending all this time trying to create some interconnected reason why these worlds are colliding. Just make good stories. I think that's cool. So is the next one going to be Superman and Spider-Man? So they're going to, because that was the famous one before was those two.
Isn't that the one that started it off? From what
I think so. Yeah. So it is interesting to see those two, even though I thought personally I would have liked to seen Spider-Man and Batman. I would have, if they came to me and said, which one would you want to write? I would want to do Spider-Man and Batman.
That's the slam dunk one. Spider-Man and Batman. Those are the biggest characters from Marvel comics and DC comics.
How their origins are interconnected on the way where they both are heroes because of a deep personal tragedy, the death of Uncle Ben, and then the death of his parents. But they both came out of it in different ways. Like Spider-Man was poor, but he's more quippy and he's more hope. And then Batman is fear, and so it would have been interesting to see the two of them interacting, especially with how common some of their backstory will intercross. So yeah, I thought that would be cool, but I think that seeing Superman and Spider-Man together again will be cool. So who's doing the art team on that?
So we're going to get into that right now for the topic of the video, which is, it was announced just when we're doing this video on the MSK show, was announced yesterday, where you get the slam dunk crossover we were asking for. So I remember when we first did this video with, like, I think Lapsed and Gray, and you were here as well, we were thinking, okay, Deadpool Batman sounds pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a nice, unique idea of the characters to meet up, right? But we're thinking, like, are they going to have Spider-Man and Superman crossover again? And that actually happened. Well, yeah, this is the next one. So they were apparently just saving Superman and Spider-Man to have a crossover, because this was, I think, like you said, the first one that they did, and this is a lot of people like this crossover a lot. But they're not going to fight each other. People understand they're not fighting each other. You want to know that? Superman would literally take his finger, flick him, his head would come off if he did it just enough. Superman is astronomically stronger than Spider-Man. It's actually not even close, honestly. So they're definitely not going to fight each other. Just telling you that right now. Unless Superman got controlled by something and they mega nerfed this character into the freaking dirt. He's literally not fighting him. Under no circumstances do I believe they're ever going to touch each other.
It wouldn't make sense personality-wise. Like, you want me to believe, like, that Batman takes down Spider-Man just because when they first meet, he's like, who the hell are you, and what are you doing? What's a meta doing in Gotham? I get that, but Superman and Spider-Man, I can just see them just becoming friends, especially since Peter Parker is going to be the the photographer for Clark Kent's reporting. Are we going to see them in plain clothes as well as uniform? I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
DC and Marvel are officially teaming up for a bold new era of crossovers, uniting legendary icons like Spider-Man, Superman, and more. This historic partnership between the two comic book giants promises unforgettable matchups and game-changing stories that fans won't want to miss. So I would imagine in this book, we're eventually going to get like Magic and Poison Ivy, Thor and Flash. I know that one was... I saw that, you got all those variant covers of all the different crossovers. I think the ones that we didn't get in this one are going to be in the next one.
Magic and Ivy sounds really interesting.
That sounds kind of hot, honestly.
Yeah, hell, I wouldn't have mind like a Black Canary Harley or something too. I mean, or not Black Canary, Black Cat.
Black Cat and Catwoman.
That almost seems too catty.
That's a lot of pussy.
That's a lot of
pussy in that one. Yeah. No, what I think they're doing differently this time is because, back in the day when they had the crossovers, they were kind of pairing up a character with similar power sets. I think this time around, they're going to do the Deadpool and Batman approach, where they're going to pair up characters that you wouldn't initially think in your mind would kind of have any chemistry or synergy. And they're going to do that. I think that's the approach now. Because like Thor and Flash, it's like, huh? I guess. But I kind of like that, though. I want because after having read Deadpool and Batman issue 1, I kind of want to see different variations of it, because like Hawkeye versus Green Arrow, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, but it's like they're still archers at the end of the day. They have very similar sets of skills, right? If you have the different set of skill and different set of skill of a character, and you seeing how the dynamic works, I think that's a little bit more interesting. I mean, that's actually the harder concept to write too.
Well, that's one thing that was great about Deadpool Batman, and I haven't got a chance to read it yet, but at the same time, it's like that's a really, that's like Deadpool's like almost like a anti-hero version of the Joker, to certain extents, and so it's like,
right, yeah,
there's like that chaos there with Deadpool, and then the humor with a very humorless Batman. Okay, I gotta ask though, did Batman confuse him for being Deathstroke?
No.
No. Oh, no. I would have wrote that in there. Like first thing when he first
that would have been funny.
Like, got a new suit, Deathstroke.
Dude, there's a part of the book where Batman calls Deadpool a clown, and then Joker's like, "Don't call him a clown. That's an insult." I was like, what? It's like, oh my god. He's like, I'm the only clown around here. It's like, okay, Joker, you are.
Deadpool probably would drive Joker fucking nuts.
You gotta read it. You would think otherwise, honestly. As Marvel and DC fans know, the two publishers recently reunited for Marvel's Deadpool Batman issue 1, now available, and DC's upcoming Batman Deadpool number 1, set for release on November 19th, 2025. Now, in a new press release, Marvel and DC have confirmed that their partnership will extend into 2026 with a historic initiative that reunites Superman and Spider-Man. Look at that legendary cover right there. Oh god, man. Just the greatest team up of all time. Yep. Webhead versus the Man of Steel. Love it. The initiative will include both reprints and brand new titles beginning in January 2026. Oh, what a great way to start the year off, honestly. And running into spring with the possibility of continuing even longer if fans are lucky. What they're saying is, if you don't buy the book, there's no more. That's how it works. These things are literally based off sales at this point now. So, oh man, I love that. Love that cover. The Battle of the Century. I love that cover. Cover's awesome. It was awesome. Oh no, that's this was a cover. This is a page in the original crossover.
Yeah, that was the original crossover Savage Dad from back in the day.
Yeah, it's not in the new thing because he's dead. He's in the ground.
Is this art from the new one? Are they going with the nostalgia thing right here?
No. There's been no art revealed at all for it.
Oh, yet. No art revealed at all? Okay,
Nothing.
Gotcha.
This initiative begins with DC publishing 2 facsimile editions in January and February. Treasury Edition, 50th anniversary of Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man number 1. I've never bought a facsimile. I've seen them. They look very good. I will probably have to break my... I'm going to break it. I'm going to have to probably buy that. That looks so cool to have. And DC and Marvel present Superman and Spider-Man Treasury Edition, issue 1. It will then continue with 2 new crossover issues. So DC's Superman Spider-Man issue 1 in March, and Marvel's Spider-Man and Superman number 1 in April. So there's... Okay, so I get it. Marvel got a chance to go first in this year, so next year DC gets to go first. Okay, makes sense. According to the press release, the partnership's purpose is to honor the past while pushing comic book storytelling into a bold future. I don't like the sound of that, but after I did read the first crossover book they had, it looked like that DC had a lot of control over the things that Marvel kind of was doing. And what I mean by that is you can tell the direction Marvel wanted to lean more into. Nothing bad at all, really. But you could tell DC had a lot of input on where they wanted certain characters to go with, like how they wanted them portrayed, personality, jokes. The timing is fitting as it coincides with the 50th anniversary of Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. This makes the collaboration a true celebration of both legacy and innovation. Well, Spider-Man's legacy went up in flames with one more day. Then you had Zeb Wells' Spider-Man run. So the legacy of his character has been getting shit in the toilet recently, but Jonathan Hickman did bring it back with Ultimate Spider-Man, so lucky with that. Blending nostalgia with the promise of a new creative era. While creative teams are yet to be announced, fans can expect one-shot stories featuring 2 of the most iconic heroes in comics history. These crossover comics are positioned as must-reads for both Superman and Spider-Man fans, with the added excitement of possible cameos or short stories spotlighting other beloved Marvel and DC characters. While the exact release dates for the new crossover titles have yet to be announced, fans can expect Treasury Edition 50th anniversary of Superman vs. the Amazing Spider-Man #1 to arrive January 7th, 2026. This facsimile edition of the groundbreaking comic that first united DC's Man of Tomorrow and Marvel's Web Slinger is certain to be one of the most sought-after releases for collectors of the year. Oh, if you guys don't know, collectors kind of run the industry because they buy a bunch of variant covers. That's just how it works. I don't agree with it, but that's how it works. Following closely is the February 4th, 2026 release of another classic out-of-print team-up. DC and Marvel present Superman and Spider-Man Treasury Edition #1, a reprint of Marvel Treasury Edition issue 28. These facsimile editions set the stage for an exciting new era, paving the way for the upcoming new crossovers featuring Superman and Spider-Man that will define spring 2026. DC will publish Superman Spider-Man issue 1 in March, followed by Marvel Comics publishing Spider-Man Superman issue 1 in April. So, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I did read the first crossover book they did this year. I liked it. Thought it was pretty cool. It's fun. Awesome. Given what Marvel did with theirs, I could easily see, them having some, maybe Marvel side, because the last two stories were just 4 pages of just some nonsense, honestly, but the other stuff was very good. And it felt like the quality control, something that I was very, very worried about when it comes to Marvel, was definitely not a factor. And I get some people aren't going to like it. That's fine. I found it good. Because if I didn't like the book, I just tell you guys I don't fucking like the book. It would just be that simple, honestly. But I did enjoy it. So I'll show you some of the crossover variant covers that we got. So what was it? Deadpool / Batman right here. So for those of you guys who didn't see the other crossover variant covers, come on, load up, you fucking bastard. No, it's not porn. Oh my god.
What are you doing? Calm down now. It's okay.
Good lord. I'm not doing this week. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I'll just type it into the fucking internet. God damn it. All right. But what do you want to say about what we just heard of for a second?
I'm interested, especially since you guys saying how good the Deadpool Batman one is. I'm interested too. I agree with Savage Dad in the comments. Ed McGuinness would be a great one for it. I also think Ryan Otley would do a good job. Or Humberto Ramos. There's also another good one that I would like him.
Okay, so here were some of the variant covers that you guys probably didn't see. Okay, so this is the main one. Okay, you got that's
it's Catwoman and Magic. That's a good.
They had one of Magic and the Poison Ivy. That looked so good. Oh my god. Okay, good lord, I hate these. Okay, so let's go down some of these. So that is, what's that thing taking on Susan?
Looks like, was that Deathstroke?
I don't know. That's an odd one.
Okay. It looks like Deathstroke.
You got what's her name? Oh my god, Psylocke and I think it's Cassandra Cain, right? Cassandra Cain and Psylocke. I'm pretty sure that's them.
I thought Cassandra Cain was Batgirl.
Right. Fucking, I'm pretty sure that's her.
Helena.
Or it might be Huntress. Yeah, you're right. It might be
it's
her.
Huntress. Yeah. It's not Batgirl. It's Huntress.
So that's Batgirl and Elektra. You have that one right here. There's so many fucking covers. God damn. Yep. Okay, let's go over all. Yeah, this one, Batman Wolverine. That one's cool. That's the throwback to Old Man Logan. That story wasn't. That's the one I disliked the least. Honestly, I read that so fast. I was like, meh. That was the foil variant that I wanted. I wanted that, but I forgot. My brain just turned off. This was the most disappointing thing. The name logo for the fusion of Wolverine and Lobo and Wolverine, just a letdown. They, in my opinion, they should have called them the Loberine, and they should have kind of showed them meeting and fighting, and then Lobo just infects him and takes him over, because it could have been way better. This could have been a really, really cool concept, but they really fucked that one up, my opinion. Black Panther, Catwoman, you got Punisher, Lobo. It's a cool little crossover right there.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
As I said earlier, Thor and Flash. Okay. I still don't know who's that one. See, that cover looks fucking cool. That is awesome right there. Look at
that. Does look pretty cool.
Man, look at that. Oh, that ass. Fuck. Put my face in that shit. Poison Ivy would kill me if I put my face in her butt. Oh god, the cutest story. This story was so adorable. The cuteness overload. Wait. Oh, I see what they're doing there. Yep, he's on his house. Okay, that was cool. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to remember what the fuck. I'm pretty sure this is Huntress. Yeah, Sullick and Huntress. Look at all that ass.
Yeah, it's Huntress.
That one looks really cool, but that kind of doesn't that look like AI?
No.
Oh, you could make the or
AI is getting so good, but this also did, this looks also like it could be painted.
Oh god, Warren, jeez. Hulk and Green Lantern. That wasn't the crossover in the book. It was Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern, but I can see it working.
I wonder if they just let these artists pick people, because there's Rogue and Poison Ivy. That would have been a good one too.
Oh yeah, you're right. Imagine Poison Ivy trying to suck off Rogue.
What?
No. Rogue would have sucked up Poison Ivy, but she doesn't die. Wait, so how about that work though? She sucked okay, she had Ivy on her fucking back and legs spread in the air, and she just started digging into her fucking vagina.
Rogue would take her powers, and then that means she'd be immune to Poison Ivy's poison.
Okay.
But she might also kill Poison Ivy because she is a parasite.
Yeah, because since since Poison Ivy has like parasitic abilities, would that not kill her though?
No, not Poison Ivy, Rogue.
No, but like Poison Ivy in general could infect you with something, right? If she wanted to.
I don't know how that would work. I mean, Poison Ivy.
Can she inherently from her brain do it? Or
we're also talking about mutant abilities compared to abilities created by science. So I don't exactly know how that would work.
Yo, this one looked cool. Oh, Captain America and Wonder Woman story, I loved it. I know people are going to complain about the Hitler story, but Hitler said, oh, God, you have to read it. It's nothing bad. I understand Nazis are overplayed, and I get Marvel's obsession with Nazis and shit to use them. It's okay. Marvel, we know Nazis are bad, but it was a very, very good crossover between these two. I loved it. Girl, Loki, and Harley Quinn. Okay, I can understand that. Loki and Harley Quinn, that's a crossover. That's a cool idea if they ever do this one. And what was the last one? What's the last one down here? That's it. Yeah. Oh, is that okay? I thought that was Robin and Lobo.
That's old Scotty Young.
Suck off Rogue. So I'm thinking like, just picture this, guys. Rogue is in Gotham, and she's like, sugar, I'm trying to go to the bar and get some drinks. Just some really classic country shit. And she meets Ivy at the bar. It's all chill. She goes up to Ivy. She's like, yo, girl, I heard you Poison Ivy around here. Oh, would you like a drink? Who are you? Drinks, obviously. They hit it off. They go back to Ivy's room. They start getting hot and heavy. Tongue starts going in vagina. Clit starts getting rubbed. And then Rogue is sucking her off so good that the green is going inside Rogue's body. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand here. Can she inherently infect someone and consciously do it? Or is it on... I'm pretty sure she can consciously do it. So if she can consciously do it, Rogue can blow her pretty good without, I guess, killing her. I don't believe she would die, given how her powers work, but that's just me. Or maybe, like, I'd imagine them going to a restaurant and Rogue kind of slipping her hand under Ivy's...
This is why you're never going to write for Marvel. Because everything you do just turns into a Pornhub script. You have a great job of writing hentai.
Oh, God. Imagine the ass that Rogue had from the X-Men, the animated series cartoon. With the book. God, you can imagine Poison Ivy just open that shit in the back and they're just digging her out. Oh, God. Oh, shit. But dude, what is your Vin Diesel's outside? What the fuck? But what is your final thoughts on the Spider-Man Superman crossover book announced?
I'm excited for it. I like the way they're handling it. I don't like the big crazy connected. Let's try to figure out how this, is actually happening. Just throw some characters together with a good artist team, and let's have some fun. So yeah, I like it. I plan to pick up the Deadpool Batman one Wednesday, hopefully. And then I'll pick up the Batman or the Superman Spider-Man one also, because it's I am interested to know who the team is, who's writing, who's drawing. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, because we haven't figured out who's gonna be the artist, writer, or writers, because you have multiple artists and writers on the book. Oh God, I just imagine it right now. Mark Waid's probably writing it. That's how it's gonna be. It's how Destiny unfolds. That's how Destiny unfolds. It's guaranteed.
Well,
Dan Moore is doing the art.
Is he writing Superman or Justice League right now?
He's actually writing Action Comics, and he's writing Justice League too.
No, he's doing both. So
and World's Finest.
Dude, it could be Mark Waid, or they could be bringing in someone else. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Grant Morrison tackling Superman.
I probably have a story in there.
I mean, there's some other writers to throw in.
He did say he was going to be doing a Batman story, but then again, that's probably going to be in the Batman Deadpool book.
Mark Millar, bring him in and have him write a Superman Spider-Man story.
Bring in EVS, John Malin, Shane Davis. Let's just.
Oh yeah, well then we'll never get the book. Then we'll just just be a bunch of gaslighting and calling us names for asking for refunds. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, if they hire EVS to write EVS to write the book, it would be garbage.
Oh,
if he was drawing it, it would be just like, okay, this book's coming out in 10 years when I'm already gonna be married and have like 20 kids. So
10 years is being generous. We'll probably get that before Rainbow the Brute, though, so whatever.
We'll probably get it before I get my first hand job.
We're gonna get GTA 6 before we get Rainbow the Brute.
But no,
we might get GTA 7.
But no, I like the idea. I like the Deadpool Batman, issue 1 that I read and reviewed with Last Comic Fan. Can't wait to read DC's turn, basically, Batman Deadpool issue 1. And you have to kind of still ask this to yourself, are they really only doing this because they kind of saw where the wind was blowing? Because comic book sales have been pretty up and down recently. I don't think they're stabilized for DC with their Absolute Universe, but Marvel's Ultimate Universe, guys, is ending, and they're going to eventually, I don't know, revamp it, or they're just going to have everything in the main universe again. So I don't know, honestly.
It's good for comics. Both sides are feeling a pinch, even though the DC is doing better with the Absolute stuff, and but they're still both not where they want to be market wise. So yeah, helping each other out. There's no reason to, if you could bring more people into comics, if you could get people interested, get them into those comic book shops so they can pick these things up. I think it's a good thing. Plus too, I love seeing all-star teams together. I love seeing stuff, artists and writers having fun. So yeah, I think it could be good for them, and it's a smart business deal. It'd almost be like Burger King and McDonald's doing some kind of thing where Burger King's making flame broiled Big Macs or something. Man.
I need it where Rogue and Poison Ivy have lesbian sex.
That's not going to happen. You go hire some Indian artist and have him draw it for you and just make your own.
I'm going to pay him maybe $1 a page.
Well, they usually charge like $5 a page, because $5 is like
I negotiate my page rates. You're getting $2.50 and a bag of Funyuns. That's my
$2.50 and a bag of Funyuns. Yeah, well,
dude, Funyuns cost a lot of money.
I wouldn't draw you stick figures for that shit.
Oh God, just $3.50, as they say back in the day. I got what does $3 get me?
Just don't use AI to draw it, or I won't ever talk to you again.
I'm just saying that cover that we looked at, that Wonder Woman Captain Marvel one, looked pretty AI. Just
if you use AI, I won't talk to you.
God, good Lord. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. Oh, just want to let you guys know this. For my Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel streams, they were fine. I know you guys like them. I figured out how to make my Master Duel screen full screen. Apparently it was in the settings where I had it on windowed mode, and I have to go into the settings and put it on full screen, because on the application you can't just go to it and just maximize it for some stupid reason. Honestly, yeah, I had it in windowed mode forever. No, I generally didn't know. I tried to hover it and maximize it because that's how most applications should be. You hover it and then you just maximize it with a click to the top. You know, the maximize button on your tabs. That's it, right? But apparently it's locked in the settings where it's just locked. It only you change it to windowed mode. It's like, why? What a stupid thing. Just why not? Can I just have the option of just clicking on the basic tab and maximizing it if I wanted to? The streams are fine. I'm not taking them down. I'm not restarting the series because I'm just, not doing that anymore. I did it too many times with League and Master Duel. I'm just going to, start. And if you guys want it in maximize, I'll do it. But I didn't mind it being in windowed mode, honestly. So I'll ask you guys, do you guys want it full screen for Master Duel, or did you like it the way it was? Because it doesn't matter to me, So, Lunchbox Warren, is there anything coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Well, now that I have the double monitor set up, I'm going to play around with it tomorrow night. And then if everything gets set up on Sunday night, I'm going to do a game stream where I'll start playing Arkham Origins. So you'll be able to catch me on my YouTube channel Sunday night if I can get it working. Playing Batman Arkham Origins, and then Tuesday I'll be back to drawing again on a draw stream, and because I made a new intro and got that stuff. Here I am telling you I wouldn't talk to you if you use AI, but I made a 15-minute intro, and I used nothing but AI generated songs about my characters. So yeah, I'm a huge hypocrite that one, but yeah, so I'll be doing my draw stream, and then
I think AI would really truly affect written novels the most, because how would you even be able to tell? I think the average person,
people are already writing novels with AI.
Yeah, what's crazy is I don't think people care about how the sausage is made enough when it would come to that. I think people would buy even if they didn't know they're AI written novels, I think they would still buy them the same.
If you were already a good, not a good writer, but a good enough with your English education that you could get all the punctuations and flow right, you could probably write out a full novel in a couple days, if not faster, because you want to review and go over it and maybe change a few things here and there, because the AI doesn't always get it perfect. But it would give you 300-page book, you just have to go through the whole thing and kind of make sure that it doesn't get off weird anywhere, but it's going to do 75-80% of the work for you. I mean, you can come up with whole stories, lyrics. It's not perfect by no means, but it's getting better every time they do an update. Like every time, it seems like every month it's just getting better, to the point where you'll be able just to put some keywords in and you'll get an entire thing that's almost like just flawless. Like right now, they've got a film company, I believe over in Europe, but don't quote me on that part, but a film company just created the first AI actress. It's a full
I saw
actress.
that.
Yeah.
It's a black-haired chick. Yeah, I've seen
it. Yeah. So it's like a full AI generated actress with like a name and the whole deal. You're going to be able to do, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we would see either. Well, I know there's an anime that's already out that has AI animation. I wouldn't be surprised the next like 3 to 4 years we see a completely live action AI movie, like written, directed, produced, special effects, all of it done through AI. Because they also had an AI director created too, which I don't know how that works. Like,
I don't know how that would work. Yeah,
an AI actress, I get. You just feed the dialogue into her and then program her emotes. I get that. But a director, you need a certain creativity. You like that. You really, I don't know if you can get out of an AI. So that one didn't make sense to me. AI actors and actresses made sense. I think it's terrible, but it makes sense. But
I want to see how that goes, because how would I just have so many questions, but eventually that'll all be figured out when I have sex with a lot of women. So you're going to be streaming this week. I know you changed the day. It's going to be Tuesdays now moving forward.
Yeah, Tuesday
right?
for the live draw stream. And to be honest with you, just subscribe to my channel. Walter put my link into the chat there. Thank you. And because I'm going to try to stream. I stream with you Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm going to try to stream almost like daily if I can. I'm going to really try to start pushing streaming as a way to get back drawing more. So Tuesday for sure, but keep an eye out, and I'll think you'll start seeing me a lot more on here, either gaming or drawing.
Yeah, I pretty much stream every single day unless I just take the day off, which is never, because I'm not a loser like you guys, you consistent bastards. But no, I looked at the Master Duel streams. I think they're fine. They're obviously really good, but I could see why it's more full screen, it would come out even better. But it's fine the way it is. But like I said before, I'll test out it being in both windowed and full screen and see if it's going to be better for overall. But I'm pretty sure I might just stick with it fucking being what it was, because you can still see what I'm playing. It's just, if you're watching on your phone, I could understand it. It would be kind of too small. But if you're watching on your computer, I just saw right now, it looks fine. Maybe I was watching too much porn and I forgot. Maybe that's the reason.
Now, when I do the game stream, do you do with some of your streams? I noticed that you do you have the stream up here, and then your windows here so they can see you. Other people I see full screen, just the game. And then other people will put like a little tiny corner of the screen will be a picture, will be their window. Which then do you?
So that's OBS. To be fair, OBS does that better, honestly. But I know people don't actually, like using that because you probably have StreamYard. So for me, it's crazy. So I'm pretty sure you can still stream a game full screen, and you cannot put yourself in, because you have to add yourself to the screen, because you can still play a game without you being there on StreamYard too. You don't have to add yourself, because I know for Arkham that would look pretty weird because people want to see the full view of every bit.
Well, it would be the full screen, but then the very bottom corner would be a little screen where I'm at, because I'm going to have it Arkham playing here, the window here, and then on
for my computer, it wouldn't hurt, because for me, I just go to the other tab. I would just be me playing Master Duel, except it would be full screen. Full screen.
Full stream. The mighty
I'm debating on, do I restart it once again? No?
What's that?
The Master Duel one, because I was doing it in that window.
If you're fine with them, just keep going. I mean, is it a story mode where you like?
It's not a story mode. No. It was just basically, if it's in that mode, then people can't see what I'm doing. Then that's.
I would say just keep them, and then
because they're not bad. I'm not deleting them. It's just,
if you have no I would say just keep going.
Yeah, you're not restarting. You're just fucking with the layout. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've not contemplated it. It's not, because I was looking at them right now. I'll just play them for you guys right now. Just one. I'm not gonna play them all. Why would I play my own shit to myself? That'd be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, because that. I want to go to bed. So
yeah, see, right here. If you're watching this on your computer, you can see my deck. You can see everything going on. It's just the screen is not full, because you see where that tab is right there, where you can full screen it. It doesn't allow you to do that naturally.
So you never thought about going, because in StreamYard you could go full screen
F11
and then put your window down in the corner.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing that, because you get to see more of your game?
What's crazy is I didn't do it. I was just that bored, and I just went in. Like, looking at it, yeah, you're right. It's fine. I'm keeping the series. I'm not restarting. I'm just done restarting everything.
Yeah.
But maybe.
I'm not even going to start another channel or anything. I'm just going to game stream and draw on this channel. I'm not going to go so far where it's like, oh, all my gaming is over here and then all of this is over there. I'm just going to do it all.
That's right. Yeah. Unless it's something specific like comic books and manga. That's why I separate it, because it's something super specific. Or like Yu-Gi-Oh! Whenever I get back and making content for that. It's fine as is. Like you have always done it. Yeah, I mean, I might just keep it that way. But then again, having sex is also pretty easy too. No? Because
I don't remember.
Because because I'm watching the interactions right now that I had. You can see me build decks. It's not like you can't see that. Yeah, it's still
Oh no, it's good, man. Yeah, just do full screen for the next one, and it'll be fine.
Maybe I just keep it the way it is. Just all consistency. I can't. My ADHD is too bad, man. I hate it.
Too much Tylenol when your mom was pregnant.
No. She gave me tap water instead of coffee. That was it.
Well, that'll do it too.
Yeah.
I think your hair is affecting you.
My ADHD will be like, damn, I want to start the series out looking this way and keep it looking that way. That's the problem. My ADHD will not allow me to do it.
I think your hair is affecting your brain.
But yes, so tomorrow, me and Labs Comic Fan will have our show around 7:30 p.m. PST. We will be doing a comic book review on Superman Unlimited #1. And then after that, if I'm not too tired, then I'll do a game stream of either Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel or playing League of Legends, actually. So, yes, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show, and we will see you guys